Okay, I guess hi. I have never done a room tour before, so I'm very like awkward about how to do this, and I also haven't stood up and filmed a video in like ages, so I'm just like not really sure what to do with myself. But I watched some room tours on YouTube before doing this, so hopefully this like is okay. Basically, first year of uni at English universities, you live in halls, and I did a whole like moving into university video, and that is on my channel. Go watch it if you want. I'm sorry if my voice also sounds awful. I have a cold because I live in England where everyone's perpetually either got the cold or like a sore throat or something. But then after first year uni, they kick you out of halls and you have to go rent a very overpriced house with people, and the house tends to be like falling down and stuff, and the rooms tend to be like tiny and a bit shit. But I actually lucked out and got quite a nice room. It's a garage conversion that we didn't actually see before moving into the house. So I said I would take it, and it turned out to be a very nice room. It's very like light and airy in here, and I love it. But I am moving out of this house, so I thought I would show you my room, get the content out of the room tour while I still could. So I have about 3 months left in this place, and then I am out of it. And I'm kind of sad. I think I'm gonna miss the room. This room has kind of been like my sanctuary for the past like 2 years. So this room is on the ground floor. So out here is the kitchen, or like there's a hallway and then the kitchen, which means it does get loud. If you're gonna go into a uni accommodation, I recommend not having the room off the kitchen because it's so loud, especially after nights out. My housemate came back last night and set the fire alarm off, and I was sat in bed like, why? You didn't turn it off? And I was like, oh. So I had to get up and turn his fire alarm off for him, and also turn on the fan for the oven because he was frying sausages at 2 in the morning. So as you walk into the room, you're greeted by some plants. I love plants, but I didn't have like tall plants in my room. I only had like windowsill plants. And then this kind of top corner of the room, I'll show you it from like the other end, kind of looked very narrow without having anything in here. And I couldn't really work out what I wanted to put in here because there's like, it's an awkward depth. The door like swings round to like here. So I finally came up with the idea of putting some plants here. Well, I kind of bought this plant for the living room and then decided I wanted it in my room. So it now lives in my room. They're not dead yet, and they're like a couple months old, or like they've been here for a few months, so they're doing all right. Like, don't worry about my plants. I'm not a plant murderer, guys. Uni rooms are kind of like where you eat, where you sleep, where you like do your work, where you like watch and relax. So I kind of wanted to have a bit more of like a multifunctional room feeling, and there was nothing else to go in this corner, so plants it was. And then I have my little self-made bedside table, which it's in a video somewhere. It's just an upturned like bin with some cardboard wrapped in marble paper. I just keep a book and my Sudoku book that I like to do in the morning, and I read before bed on my bedside table. And then I have some baby's breath for the aesthetic, and then some moisturizers and a candle, which is lavender because lavender is the best scent of candle you can ever get. And then I just have some rings again for like an aesthetic look. And then moving on to the bed area, pretty shocking bed frame here. It's just like shit, and the mattress is also shit. Like, it kind of dips in the middle and then like rises, and it's so bad for my back, and I have like neck pain from it. But that's just kind of uni. Like, I can't really ask for a new mattress because I'm moving out in a few months, and also my landlord would take like a year to get it. And the bed frame also like kind of creaks. So you can't do anything vigorous on it without everyone knowing. And then yeah, it's just a bit of a shit bed, but it's not mine. Like, I don't own it, it's not my furniture. But if you are in a uni room and you have a good bed, that is amazing. Well done. For this room, I am willing to put up with a bad bed. It's not a double as well, which is annoying, but like singles are fine. Most uni rooms have single beds. It's annoying because this room is big enough for a double, but like it's just too narrow. I have a double mattress though. If you are moving to uni and you don't know what mattress to get a double mattress, even if you are like a single person, or like you're going to be sleeping in a single bed, and get 2 pillows. Double mattresses are just better. Not double mattress, double duvets. I meant duvet. Double duvets are just better. Like, you can roll yourself up in them better, and you can have another person in it and you're not like fighting for the colors, which is amazing for me because I don't like people touching me in my sleep. So, and I sleep in a very specific position on my front, so like being anywhere near me in my sleep is kind of impossible, so I have to have a double duvet and it's just a better choice all around. I have these white bed sheets. Yeah, these bed sheets are made out of bamboo and they are from a company called Euphoric Bedding, which is based in Bristol. And I love bamboo bed sheets. I'm never going back. And I wanted white bed sheets just because the room is white and like I like white as a furniture colour. And then I have a grey blanket on my bed and like another grey blanket, which are both from IKEA. I have my picture of my cat, Fluffy, and I'm not ashamed of this. I sleep with a Donksy. I just like to hug stuff in my sleep. So we're doing this room tour in clockwise order. So down here we have my laundry area. This is my laundry basket. It's like a fold out one from, I believe, IKEA or like Debenhams or somewhere. It's quite old and ripped because I used to lug it across campus to circuit laundry. If you go to an English university that uses circuit laundry, I pity you. I've been there, I know what it's like, it's awful. And then by the foot of my bed I just keep my school bag because I still have a school bag. You need a lot of stuff for vet school. So I have my school bag, and under my bed I just have like workout clothes, socks, pants, and like bras, and like other like kind of miscellaneous undergarments under my bed because I don't have any drawers in this room. Just up here I have my first Blackpink poster. My friend got me this. She's amazing and I love it. And moving on to this spicy little area, this is my shelving unit. I haven't moved anything around in my room because when I first moved in and I tried to move these and like the wardrobe, it started falling apart. So I can't move any of the furniture in my room because it will fall apart. That is why my room is still set up the same way as it was when I moved in the start of second year. So, and I'm not mad about it, like I quite like the setup of the room. You'll see that like when I show you the study area, there's like a natural narrowing created by the wardrobe and the shelves so that there's a bit of separation between my study and my sleep area, which I quite like. This shelving unit, right, okay, I'm gonna start from the bottom. In here I have these doors and they're like covered in pictures that I got from free prints because you can get like free photos printed out and sent to you, and they're just like sometimes from my holidays, some like my favorite pictures from holidays, and my brother, some of my closest friends, some of my animals, some of my family, a lot from Canada on here just because I thought the colour of this is disgusting and I wanted to like add a little pop of colour to my room. And photos is something that I just really love. They just make me so happy when I look at them. And then in here, it's really messy at the moment, but I have like my excess cosmetics, my excess like my daily like moisturizer and stuff are all in like a tray, but like I've kind of like cluttered up that tray, so we're gonna have to sort that out. And then like any other like beauty stuff, sunglasses. Then I have like my hoodies and pajamas on one shelf, and then below that I have my fancy dress stuff and like my bathroom and like electronics, but like they're all like really disgusting and gross and not well organized, so we're just not gonna look in there because also no one cares. So here I have my recipe books and my photo books. I love my photo books. They have like my holidays and my Polaroids in them. And then I have an empty bottle of vodka that I drank the vodka from over the course of several nights out, not one. And I just keep it because it has the pride flag, and yes, I did buy the overpriced Absolute vodka with the pride flag on it because I'm a sucker for anything that looks like an ally, even if it's to make money. And I just have them like candles and like my Lush stuff, and then like some cute knickknacks and like this little cat guy, my money, an accurate representation of what my bank account looks like right now. Moving on up, I have some DVDs. I do not have a DVD player and my laptop does not play DVDs, so I have Nintendo games and then my Blackpink CD because and then I have my perfume, which is the last bit of cruelty-free stuff that I own, but this was a Christmas gift and I love the scent of Daisy, but someone did tell me a great dupe for it, so next time I get a perfume, or when this runs out, I'm gonna get the Daisy dupe that is cruelty free. And And I have my Instax and then like some art along the back here. And then I have like just some miscellaneous stuff, some speakers. These are my favorite books. Like all of these books are books that I've read and that I've loved, and also some Tokyo Ghoul manga. I don't really keep books, or like I don't really buy books that often. Like I kind of just like read on my Kindle or like audiobook it, or just like I don't have time to read because I'm a vet student, so everything I read is my lectures. And then moving on up into this shelf, I have 18 boxes of tea and 2 tins. And then in this little corner, we've now reached the bottom of my room, so right by the window we have my massive ass IKEA mirror. This is the mirror. Oh, alright, this is the mirror from IKEA. I can't remember what it's called, but it was I think £90, which is a bit much for a mirror, but I knew that this would kind of last me all throughout when I was at uni. So I bought this at the start of second year because there's no point having like an actual like big mirror in my first year accommodation, because I literally lived in a shoebox. It was hell. If you come to the University of Surrey, Band B accommodation is so cheap, but on Guildford Court you're literally living in like a slum. So on my windowsill I just have a shit ton of plants and a few pictures, and that's it. Moving on. So we are now on the other side of the room. It's a lot in this room. Down this side I just have like a box that my mum got me when she gave me like a care package, and it's just full of like my textbooks, some notebooks, my like study stuff, just like miscellaneous stuff, because again this room did not come with drawers. And then just like desk stuff, like this is my desk. Hello desk. Desk. This desk, right, it's a kitchen table just in my bedroom, which is fine. But the chair is not a desk chair. The chair is the most shockingly uncomfortable chair I've ever sat in, and I've used it to study for 3 exam periods, will be 4 when by the time I move out. And honestly, invest in a good desk chair, because I haven't, and I hate myself for it, but I'm in too deep now, and I've just accepted the fact that I'm not gonna have a good back until I move or leave uni or die. This is my desk. I have a little corkboard with some pens and some pins and some post-it notes, and also my name badge, because when you join vet school you get a name badge on the side there. On the side of my wardrobe, don't tell my landlord, but I've stuck a to-do list in the side with a pin. It's a very small hole, I did double check. So, and then I have loads where are you going? Oh yeah, I have a plant on my desk. This plant, right, my friend Beth got it for me. She's the same one that got me one of the Blackpink posters, and I love her, and I'm moving in with her next year, and this plant has cultivated and grown so much, and I'm so in love with it. It's so cute. And I just have like some more art, and then like my pens are around here. So I have this one full of like pens. It's like an orange juice carton. It's very cute. Then I have pencils, and then like this little like grassy thing here. I don't know if you can see it. That is filled with other pens. Then I have a lamp, and this is obviously from IKEA because everything's from IKEA. And then, this is probably my favourite thing in the entire world. I have this little cube that my friend Sydney made for me for my birthday, and it's one of the ones that folds out with all your pictures of your friends. And in the middle, it's a picture of Blackpink. I love it. Also, I don't think I pointed this out earlier, but my cactus is flowering, and I'm such a proud plant mum. This cactus flowers all the time, and I love it so much. I have a string going from my top of my cupboard thing to my pole for my curtains, and I just stuck a load of Polaroids. These are like my pets, my family, my friends, my girlfriend. Everyone's kind of up here, and they're just my favourite Polaroids ever. And I strung them up, and I think it's super cute. This is probably my favourite design feature that I've made in this room. If you're in a uni room that is struggled for storage, I keep a lot of my filming stuff and also my clothing horse, or like your drying clothes device, under my desk, because it's just like a whole area where I can keep stuff, and it's kind of out the way and no one can see it, but it's also like not too hard to access. So yeah, I keep a lot of my stuff under my desk as well. And now we're at my cupboard. You've seen this before. I have a cupboard decluttering video. I have this like jewelry thing hung on the front, but like I said earlier, I don't wear jewelry. The only necklace I've worn on here is like the 3-tier one, which I guess I could put on now. But yeah, I don't wear any of the jewelry regularly enough to like put it anywhere, and like I said, this place does not come with drawers, so it just kind of hangs here, and it's really annoying when I open my door. It like makes a little like banging noise, but yeah, I'm just kind of living with it at the moment. Like I can't put it up anywhere, so that's where it exists. And then the one and only drawer in this room is down here, and it contains all of my PPE for vet school. So that drawer kind of smells. I don't really open it that much. Moving on to probably the most recent addition to this room, furniture wise, and kind of the inspiration behind doing this room tour video, because like before I got this room kind of looked like a piece of crap. This again really opens up the top of the room, because it used to be, for like the whole first year that I lived here, I just had the bed up here, and it looked bad. Like it looked so bad. It was very bottom heavy in furniture, but I got this what's it called, clothing rack, and on it I hang all of my favorite pieces of clothing. Some of them are like in the laundry or like on me at the moment. I love it. It's a very neutral color palette, which I love, and it has all of my favorite pieces of clothing. Some of them are thrifted, like I think half of them are thrifted on here, and then the other half are like inherited or like stuff that I bought that I love. And yeah, I love being able to see my favorite pieces in my room. I think if you have the space for it, definitely get an open wardrobe or like a clothing rack, just because it makes your room look a lot nicer, and it makes you look more stylish as a person. Like I think it's quite a nice design feature. And also my cupboard has like a bar for like where you hang trousers, so all the long pieces like this coat, it was too long to like hang in my cupboard without getting like bunched up at the halfway, so I decided to get one of these so it can like hang free and hang long. And then up here we have my second Blackpink poster. This came with the album and I love it so much. And then down on the floor I have a little like basket, which also was part of a food hamper that my family got me. They're very big on food hampers at Christmas time. I think it's just what you get your vegan relatives. And I keep my like everyday shoes, I keep my Vans for lifting, my trainers, my sliders I keep in here as well for going to the kitchen, because it's a student kitchen. Do not go barefoot into student kitchens. Oh my god, just don't do it. And then I have my gym bag and like a couple other bags just like tucked behind. If you can't tell, this is my favorite part of the room. If you move into a university house, chances are the floor will be this disgusting brown mottle, that means that if you spill anything on it, it doesn't show up, but also it's disgusting. So university housing for you. Something I forgot to show you earlier is this. I bought art. I've never bought like proper art, like actual like big art. I don't know why that's proper art for my room before, but yeah, I bought these and I really like them. They are beautiful, they are very simple and like nice contour drawing. I did initially want to get them framed, but I decided that would be a bad idea just because frames are expensive and they were already like overpriced as shit on Etsy. So I just hung them with some little gold clips that make it look like they're hung with the gold clips, but I actually just blue tacked them to the wall. This room is going to need a repaint before I move out, because I've lived here for 2 years, and it also only has a single layer of paint on the original like board that was the garage, so it wasn't even primed. Like you can see where it's chipped away that like there's nothing underneath that one layer. So this is definitely going to need a repaint, but that's okay, it's just like white paint. And that is my university room tour. I hope you enjoyed this tour. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. No one shares YouTube videos. If you want to see more of me, I have made other videos on this free to view platform, and you can check them out in the side or down below, or like on the things that pop up at the side for the end screen. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm gonna go study because I have an exam coming up. When do I not?